So I'm not going to be looking at the camera, so I do apologise for not reading any comments until I get to where I'm going. But it is another live today. Did I go live earlier? I can't remember. I did a live on Facebook anyway. But you're watching Chris on Real Talk. Thanks for joining me. If it's your first time and you'd like my dulcet tones, then hit that like button, hit the subscribe button so you never miss a rant. So I've got another rant today. I didn't want to have a rant today. I didn't actually want to do much today online at all, apart from play games and shoot zombies. However, I've been watching the news. And, you know, the news has to be bad to make the news, doesn't it? It has to be bad to make the news. So what have I seen on the news? Probably what you've seen on the thumbnail, isn't it? We've had a few good days of absolutely lovely, unseasonably warm weather. All right, that's what we've had. It's in fact, it's probably you can see through the roof of the car. It's still quite cloudy outside. However, it's muggy. It's really, really muggy, and I'm going to end up coming out of this. Okay, we're going. Whee! There we go. So it's muggy out here, but because we've had a little bit of nice weather, what have we had? We've had really disappointing adults. When I say adults, I mean young adults. All right, I'm talking 18 to 25 years old. Grown men and women who should know better. But no, we've been stuck in lockdown for ages, and I'm actually sick of it. Lockdowns now, but I'll always follow the rules and comply with whatever the law is. I will follow that because that's what I have to do. That's fine. But I know for a fact people haven't been following the rules, and now because there's a little bit of hot weather, right, and the restrictions are easing off somewhat, people take the absolute mick. So what have people done? They've decided to go to the park in their droves, hundreds of people, all crowding round the same unsocially distant space, breathing all their germs on one another. And I don't care if 50% of the population have had their first dose or had uh, immune system, whatever. I don't care anymore. You know, if that's what people have, that's what people have. At the end of the day, the rules and the law and the restrictions are there for everyone's benefit. Everyone's benefit. Who are you doing now? Everyone's benefit. You see, they're not put in there just to annoy people. They're there to keep people safe and alive. All right. So because these restrictions have eased off slightly, you can meet 5 other people outdoors, socially distanced in a public space or in a garden. People have taken it upon themselves to go out unclean and mingle with all their bread bins that they ain't seen for the last year. And I get it, don't get me wrong, I get why they've done it because I'm sick of being told what to do, you know. I have to go out and see everyone and you only live once, you know. YOLO. Really? You're a grown ass man, you're a grown ass woman acting like a child is what you're doing. You know, if you say to a 6-year-old, all right, what we're doing today is today's the first day back. We can area, boys and girls. Now there are going to be other little girls in there. Just make sure that you don't get in other people's faces and don't jump on each other and you know don't lick things and blah blah blah. What are the kids going to do? They're not going to listen to that at all, are they? No. Kids are going to go straight to the ball pit, jump in it, throw them around, put them in their mouths, touch everything. You know, it's going to be fun for them because kids don't like following the rules. Oh, thank you very much. You know, the children are going to do what children do, and it's our responsibility as adults to minimise the risk to these children. All right, and keep everything safe, clean, and sanitized, and everything else that goes along with it. However, when I start seeing adults acting in this weird, feral manner, it makes me weep for humanity. It does, because these are the same pillocks that are supposed to be running the country at some point, isn't it? These are the same people that we are supposed to trust to make decisions for the good of everyone And if they can't even make good decisions for themselves, how are they supposed to make good decisions for the rest of the country? I go to uni, and it was really difficult the first time around last year in first lockdown because we were stuck indoors, and then I was stuck at home, and then I was doing this, and then I was doing that, and I haven't really had much of a chance to go and spend my uni money on drink, yeah. So, mummy said it was okay for me to go out and play with my friends, yeah. And that's pretty much what it is. Um, Charles, where are you going, dear? Oh, don't worry, Mum. I'm just going over the park with some chums. Um, they're having a barbecue over there. How many are there going to be, darling? Yeah, it's only me, Edwin, Cuthbert, Lily, and Owen. Second they get over the park. Yes, what's going on, rude boy? AC man's for time, you get me? Oh my days, you got barbecue, you got beef, yeah? You got chicken, you got pork, you got ribs. Yeah, man, mustard. You got some of the halloumi on the barbecue, fam. I swear down. You got the soundbox, yeah. You man's got some tunes in the park. Hey, let's get all our bread bins to the park, innit? Like, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Right. We got a little bit of hot weather. That's what's happening. That is literally the situation. A little bit of hot weather, and everyone goes mad for it. Breaks as many rules as possible. And the thing is, when these restrictions are not lifted, and they won't be lifted, I'm telling you, these restrictions that we got currently are going to stay in for a while. All right. And I've been saying this for a very long time. These restrictions are going to stay in place for a while. All right. So don't start moaning when all these restrictions that we have in place aren't lifted until the end of September when furlough finishes. Because remember, I called it. All right. Everyone that's going out and breaking the rules and making pillocks of themselves is literally digging themselves their own grave. Not only just for COVID, but for the restrictions that are going to stay in place and the restrictions that are going to follow, all because they couldn't follow the rules. I want to see my family. I want to see my friends. I want to go out and have a drink. I want to do all these things that I can't do right now, but I don't do them. Why do I not do them? No, not because I'm a lazy, unfun, boring bastard. That's part of the reason, don't get me wrong. But I don't want to catch something that can kill me, whether I've had a vaccine or not. I don't want it. I don't want to have it and not realize it and then give it to someone. And then they could end up seriously ill, or give it to their nan or granddad or whatever. I don't want to be part of the problem. I want to be part of the solution by doing what I need to do. So why is it so difficult for everyone else to do what they need to do? Do what you are told, not what you want. I say this to my kids all the time. Do as you're damn well told. And the thing is, I know it sounds a bit authoritarian, right? But if this government had actually put their feet down and said, no, you're all going to do as you're told, or this is going to be the consequence, that's what they should have done. You see, if my kid does something I don't like, or I don't agree with, or that's naughty, he's going to get punished. That's what's happened. That's what should happen. But no, we don't have that situation, do we? It's, yeah, everyone, you're not allowed to go and have rallies at the moment. It's not a permanent thing. But these protests and stuff at the moment, they don't fit with the COVID measures and this, that, and the other. So put a pin in it. Do it another time. You're telling us we can't protest. It's our democratic right in a free country to protest and have our freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, there's a time and place for doing these things. Everyone has a right to protest. I agree with that. Don't get me wrong. But don't do the wrong thing. By doing something, even though a protest can be justified and right and you believe in it, I agree with that, don't get me wrong. But at the moment, don't do it. If you're told don't go outside and mix with God knows how many people, don't do it. Don't just think to yourself, oh, I'm going to go do as I please. And then, based on the thumbnail on this ridiculous rant, all of these idiots, the same idiots that moan about fossil fuel is so bad, everything should go to electric, you know, or yeah, you're using too much plastic over there. I don't drink Coca-Cola anymore. Why is that? Why don't you drink Coke anymore? Because it's in a plastic bottle. Yeah, yeah. Okay, fine, fine, not a problem. But you're the same twat, all of you, that went over to every single green space where the sun was grazing, not great, gracing, sorry, and you left all your rubbish in the park. Take a bin liner with you, put your rubbish in the bin liner, and take it with you and dispose of it properly. Why are you leaving stuff on green space? Why? So not only were you breaking the rules by doing all these ridiculous meetups with your little bread bins, you then decide to pollute our green spaces in 3 days. It's like people haven't, oh my God, we've never seen the sun before. We've never seen grass. I've never seen a tree. What are we going to do? Go and leave our crap everywhere and shake trees? Why? And when restrictions are not lifted, when we want them lifted, who have we got to blame? All of you that decided to go and meet up with your bread bins in an unsocially distanced manner, breaking the rules. You're to blame. Honestly, you drive me mad. Yes, I don't care if I'm whinging and moaning. I really don't. Let me have a read of some of these comments. I know I've got comments. I'm sorry for not reading them. So let's have a look. Sarah, hi, how are you? Build of Adrian, hello, how you doing? Park rubbish, exactly. It drives me mad. Cannot believe it. Bobby, good morning to you. Good afternoon to me. I stayed in today, said Sarah. James, hello, mate. Hello. Ross McGarry says, hey, hi, Chris. How you doing, pal? Oh, I am all right, mate. As you know, I've always been stuck to the rules. I'll continue, and will continue to, pal. Yeah, I know you will. I know you will. Me and my support bubble keep to the rules too. Afternoon, Robert Madden. Afternoon, Chris. Hope you're well, says Robert. The same thing happens here. A gang of people availing the weather, sitting in the park and leaving rubbish. The cops had to move. Yeah, and I guess I'm on nerves. I'm taking ages. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit flustered. I'm taking things each day as it comes. To be honest, Chris, good. Always take it one day at a time. I pointed out in a comment that the same will happen the moment the weather improves. I'm not for it, but those that replied think it's great that the young people will get out and enjoy themselves. And this is the thing, all right? It is good that young people can go out and enjoy themselves, but don't be stupid with it. Don't be stupid with it. It doesn't take much to follow rules. We've done it long enough. And I know we're sick and tired of following the rules, but they're there for a reason. The rules are there for a reason. Sam Stephen, good afternoon. Sean Maxwell, hi from Glasgow. Hi, Sean. Thanks for joining me all the way from Glasgow. Do you know, I really want to go to Scotland. The furthest, not the closest I've been to Scotland is Durham, and that's not really Scotland, is it? But I want to go. I want to go and see Scotland. It's a lovely country. Only 2 households will be able to meet outdoors from the 12th of April, but there will be plenty of mixing and no social distancing. I'm telling you, it's going to be an absolute cluster F, is what it's going to be, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I wanted things to get back to normal sooner rather than later. And if people had followed the rules in the first lockdown, we wouldn't be close to 129,000 deaths, which, by the way, is the number I said the deaths would be. I said that. So if you don't know, if you're just joining me for the first time, I've made a number of very accurate predictions to do with coronavirus over the last year. And I haven't been wrong yet. Okay. And again, I'm predicting that all these restrictions are going to be in place until at least the end of September, at which point furlough will either be removed completely, gone forever, or will be extended again. You know, my little crystal ball can't see that far ahead, but I don't reckon there'll be another lockdown. I reckon if there is another lockdown, they'll call it something completely different, like the COVID-19 security protocol or something. They'll rename it something, but it'll be what it is. We're not stupid. And all of this will be because people don't know how to follow the rules that they're currently in. All of it. Anyway, I think I've wasted enough of my own personal energy on whinging about dickhead people today. I have. It would be my pleasure to welcome you to Scotland. You know what, Ross? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really, really do. So before I go, I just want to make people aware that tomorrow evening at around about 8 o'clock, I'm going to be going live with Flat Cat bus driver Sean, Sean Grice, Sean G. So if you know Flat Cat bus driver, you know how much of a lovely bloke he is. I'm going to do a Zoom call with him tomorrow, and we're going to have a bit of a conversation here on Real Talk. So that's what's going to happen there. And obviously, you can put your comments in as usual, and I'll relay whatever questions you may have to Sean. Equally, Flat Cat Bus Driver is going to be streaming on his channel also, so you can choose to join him there. But I'd rather you join me here on Real Talk. It does me a favor. He's up there. He's monetized. He's got thousands and thousands of subs. He's doing really well. I need a little bit more. Come on, help me out here, people. I got searched by the police on Monday, but it's just because I live in a dodgy area which is known for drug deals. You know what? In my 17 years, I think, or so of driving, I've had whatever various vehicle I've had in all those years. I've had what 9 cars in that year. I've been stopped and searched on the road about 9 times, and I'm talking everything's been stripped out of my car. I've been given a pink slip to say you've been searched out, and they don't even help you put stuff back. You see, if I lived in a dodgy area and I was stopped and searched, I wouldn't take offense to it, no matter how many times it happened, because if I fit the profile of someone they're actually looking for, or what have you, I wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't bother me at all. It's just the police doing their job. I mean, I remember when I had my first ever car was a Ford Escort, H-Reg, Ford Escort. And I used to live in Orpington at that time. And those cars for 2004, this is where someone marries up the math and thinks Chris can't count. For 2004, that car was pretty much the car of choice for thieves and drug dealers, especially the non-law-abiding traveller community in Orpington. They love Ford Escorts because they're so easy to nick. You know, plus I thought it looked a bit like an XR3i, and I really wanted the body kit for that. Anyway, I'm going to go. Wish everyone has an absolutely fantastic day. Follow the rules, please. I don't want things getting any worse than they are. Thanks for joining me. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button. All the good stuff. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you all tomorrow at around about 8 o'clock, if all goes well, with the Flat Cat bus driver. What a guy.